How's it going, everybody? I'm here with my Battleground 2015 review. Battleground was last night. I wanted to make a predictions video, but I was just so fucking busy all day yesterday with work. Still unpacking a little bit from vacation. It was just a mess. But overall, Battleground was a decent show. There were stuff that I really liked and some stuff I didn't like. So the show was, would I go out of my way to watch it? Some of it I would, some of it I wouldn't. We'll just put it like that. So the first match that kicked off the show was King Barrett versus R-Truth. Well, the whole pre-show. The pre-show was decent because we had the New Day interrupting the analyzer panel, which is pretty fucking funny. The New Day is actually starting to grow on me again, because I liked them when they first started, but then they became annoying as shit. But I'm really starting to dig them again, so that was pretty fucking funny. Then we had King Barrett vs. R-Truth, which I wouldn't really go out of my way to watch. King Barrett won, thank God. And then we had Paul Heyman Twitter Q&A, which was so funny. He was saying stuff that I never even heard, and I'm the master at, like, stupid-ass dirty jokes. I loved when he said, if your aunt had a pair, she'd be your uncle. That was great. Absolutely great. And he was being just such a know-it-all prick. Classic sarcastic Paul Heyman. That was great. Then we had the actual show. Randy Orton versus Sheamus opened up. The match was okay. It was decent. Like, it was good, but it wasn't something I would go out of my way to watch, because the match was just typical Orton and Sheamus stuff for the most part. But the crowd was very hot during this match for Randy Orton, since it was his hometown. And, that is, the main thing that made the match stand out. The match was okay. Orton won. You have to be patient with this match because it was slow. So, if you have the patience, then, the match was alright. What was next? Primetime Players versus the New Day. This was great, because both talented tag teams with some cool spots. Like, the ending sequence was very good. There was one spot where Big E hit a splash on Darren Young, I think it was, on the ring apron, which looked painful as fuck. By the way, I was even cringing when I saw that. And Xavier Woods on the outside of the ring was great, screaming all this random shit, like, your leg drop is horrible, and like all this stupid stuff. It was funny. Love that. But Primetime Players wound up retaining the tag team titles, and overall great match. Great fun match. That I would watch. Then we have Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. It was good. There are a lot of mixed reviews between liking and disliking it. I liked it. There were a few good spots in the match, like when Bray Wyatt countered the drive-by dropkick and clotheslined him, and when Bray Wyatt did the spider walk. Overall, the match was good. It was slow paced, but that's all Bray Wyatt's matches. But a majority of the Bray Wyatt matches that are slow paced are actually good, because they make it good. And towards the end of the match, there was a guy in a black hoodie who you could kind of tell who it was just by looking at him, by seeing the big old beard. and cost Roman Reigns a match. Bray Wyatt won, and it wound up being Luke Harper, which is going to be fantastic. Finally, he's back, and they're going to be doing something with him. And from what I've read, the original plan for Sting for SummerSlam is Sting, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper. It was supposed to be Eric Rowan, but obviously he's out of commission. So they said maybe they're going to find somebody else for the Wyatt family. Hopefully they do, because that would be awesome. And I like the Wyatt family, and I like this idea of Roman, Dean, and Sting. So hopefully they resurrect that idea. Afterwards, Diva Triple Threat match. Brie Bella versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. This was sort of an impromptu match. Stephanie McMahon announced it towards the beginning of the show. And, you know, great match as expected between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. And Brie Bella was kind of there. But a great way to showcase Sasha Banks and Charlotte. I didn't even know who to cheer for between Charlotte and Sasha Banks. But overall, I think I was cheering for Charlotte more. And Charlotte picks up the victory with the figure 8 leg lock, which is a modified figure 4 leg lock. Except she does her own little bridge to put more pressure on the submission. Almost kind of reminds me of a female Bray Wyatt. It's pretty funny. But overall, it's a great submission. And Brie Bella tapped. At the end of a good triple threat, they had the spot where Sasha Banks did her finisher on both Brie Bella and Charlotte at the same time. Crowd was hot on hating on Brie Bella and cheering for Sasha and Charlotte. Best Divas match of the year so far. Then another 5-star classic between John Cena and Kevin Owens. Obviously it was going to be good because it's John Cena and Kevin Owens. Even if they tried, they couldn't put on a bad match. A lot of stuff that was the same, but there were a few really, really good new stuff. Like Kevin Owens hitting the attitude adjustment and then STF on John Cena was excellently done. And also the attitude adjustment from the top rope was great. And he kicked out. John Cena made Kevin Owens look like a star. As if he wasn't a star already, he made a young, newcomer in WWE, he made him look phenomenal. Phenomenal. Even though he lost, he made him look great. Props to John Cena. Overall, another fantastic match. Go watch that one also. And then the main event, Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. It was pretty much what you expected. Brock Lesnar whooping the shit out of Seth Rollins. 13 Germans. Or not even 13 Germans. 12 Germans and 1 belly-to-belly suplex. Seth Rollins trying to run away like a pussy. And Brock hurdles over the barricade, which was awesome, to go get him and continue the murdering of Seth Rollins. But just as Brock going for the pin, Undertaker comes out. And originally I was sort of on the fence about this, because to me at the time it didn't make sense for Taker to do this. It still doesn't make a little bit of sense now that he waits this long to go after Brock. But overall it's grown on me, and I am happy with this because A, Undertaker is in a lot better shape than he was at WrestleMania 30, and he looks a lot younger, and they can have a much better match now. And B, it's rare we ever get to see the Undertaker to begin with, let alone in good shape, and let alone at a show like SummerSlam, because we usually only see him at Mania nowadays. So since we're seeing that, I can kind of appreciate this. And this is going to be, if they have a match, I can tell it's going to be a great fucking match, because Undertaker is a lot healthier than he once was. And Brock's obviously in his prime, so overall it's going to be a good match. Hopefully you like their stuff in 2003, that stuff was great. But overall decent, because, you know, it's a Brock Lesnar slaughter match, but Seth Rollins and the referee mysteriously disappeared when Undertaker came out. And Undertaker fucked Brock Lesnar's day up by chokeslamming him, kicking him in the balls, and 2 tombstones. Fucked his day up. And I'm actually looking forward to if they have a SummerSlam match. Originally I wasn't, because they already had it. They already had the Mania match, and I thought that this match would be shit. But, you know, once I thought about it more, I can appreciate and I can look forward to this match. Because this will be great. Overall, Battleground decent. I check out some stuff. Definitely the ending I would check out, because I was confused at first. Heel, face, tweener, I don't know, but, you know, I think Taker's going to be a face, and, you know, as always. So yeah, Undertaker versus Brock, fuck yeah.